Welcome back, little explorers. If you enjoy learning about the magical world around us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Last time, we met hydrogen, the very first element on our periodic table. Today, we're floating up to meet the second element, helium. Remember, our periodic table is like a special map that shows all the tiny building blocks that create everything in our world. Each element has its own special properties that make it unique. Just like how you have special talents that make you special too. Have you ever held a floating balloon at a birthday party? The one that tries to escape to the ceiling if you let go. That balloon is filled with today's special element, helium. Helium is element number 2 on our periodic table. It's a very tiny element, even smaller than your eyelash. If hydrogen is like a baby element with just one proton in its center, helium is like its slightly bigger brother with 2 protons. Helium is super special because it's very, very light, almost as light as hydrogen. But unlike hydrogen, helium doesn't like to make friends with other elements. It prefers to float around all by itself. Scientists call elements like helium noble gases because they act a bit royal and fancy, not wanting to mix with other elements. Where can we find helium in our world? Well, there's some floating way up high in our sky, but most of the helium we use comes from deep underground. It hides inside pockets in the earth, waiting to be discovered. Did you know that the sun, our brightest star, is made mostly of hydrogen and helium? The sun is like a giant ball of these 2 elements, glowing brightly to give us light and warmth every day. Now for something really magical. When helium gets super cold, colder than anything you can imagine, it turns into something scientists call a superfluid. That means it can do something incredible. It can climb up and over the sides of containers. It's like having water that could crawl up and out of your bathtub all by itself. Isn't that amazing? Let's talk about how we use helium in our world. Of course, we use it to fill balloons for parties, but helium has other important jobs too. Doctors use helium in big machines called MRI machines that take special pictures of inside your body to help them see if anything needs fixing. And deep-sea divers mix helium with oxygen to breathe underwater because it helps them dive deeper and stay safer. Scientists also use helium to make things super cold for their experiments. And did you know that big airships like blimps that float in the sky are filled with helium too? Here are some fun helium facts to share with your friends. Helium gets its name from Helios, which means sun in an ancient language called Greek. It was discovered in the sun before it was found on Earth. When you breathe in a tiny bit of helium, which you should only do if a grown-up says it's okay, Your voice sounds squeaky and funny for a few seconds. This happens because helium is lighter than the air we usually breathe. Helium is the second most common element in the whole universe, right after hydrogen. Helium never gets too hot or too cold easily. It stays just right, which makes it very helpful for scientists. So what did we learn about helium today? It's the second element on our periodic table. It likes to float. It doesn't make friends with other elements. And it has many important jobs in our world, from birthday balloons to helping doctors and scientists. Next time you see a floating balloon or look up at the sun, remember our floaty friend helium is there. If you enjoyed learning about helium today, please give our video a thumbs up and join us next time when we'll explore lithium, the third element on our periodic table. Sweet dreams and happy exploring! Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next element adventure.